Very good morning to everyone. This is a Jira Administration Training demo for all the students who would love to take Jira training, going into Jira admin role or a project management role or a Scrum Master or a project lead role. I'm partnered with MindMajix as a trainer for the Jira Administration Training. Jira is a certification, Jira is a project management tool that is used in agile software development by smaller to medium to larger enterprise companies. It can also be used in a fun way for our home or any kind of task that you're tracking for any kind of event at home. Jira being an agile software is widely used. It is built by Atlassian, which builds a variety of tools for project management like Trello, Confluence, development tools like Bitbucket. And they have a variety of tools in Jira, like Jira software for agile software development, Jira service management for customer support, and also Jira work management and Jira Align for agile planning as agile planning platforms. In this particular session, I will take you through Jira software, which wherein people who want to get into roles of Jira admin and into Scrum Master, or enterprises using a tool in their Scrum environment. We can absolutely train them on how to use Jira as an efficient tool to make to lead their team forward in an agile environment, and also at a Jira administration level, understand how the configurations of skeletons are made for the team or the project management teams. And here's a course outline of what we are going to look into Jira training. We would usually look into how to use Jira for agile projects or business projects, how to configure dashboards, how to pull out the reports in Jira, how issues are created in Jira, how fields are set in Jira, adding screens, workflows, and user management. The basic idea of how to troubleshoot issues in Jira, whether it's a permission issue, notification issue, any kind of issue type issues. You're unable to see the data at some point in time in your project, which has to be there. And kind of also understanding how the user interface is, how to make the user interface friendly for your teams, how to configure your tool efficiently for your team to make it usable in a very friendly manner. Some of the add-on topics that we have here is we will go ahead and look into how we can use. So Jira has 3 levels of usage. We will basically understand how to use Jira as a user at the beginning. If you don't have experience in Jira at all, I think that is where we want to start off with understanding. At a user level, you would want to understand about what is Jira and how to use it as a user, how to create issues in Jira, what are the issue anatomy in Jira. At a higher level, you would want to understand about how Jira works at a project level, understanding about how to create filters, dashboards for reporting in Jira, and how to manage your agile boards, whether it's a Scrum board or a Kanban board, understanding about versions, components, and also at the project level, how you can name Jira, how you can give much more power to Jira to use it in an efficient way. So we would go ahead and discuss one of the just a live topic here. I would open up my cloud instance to understand how what are the kinds of options we do have. It will be a quick run over, but yeah, it would be really useful for you to see the tool by hand and also understand how the tool works. So here is my instance. This is just a sample instance we have here. That is, cloud provides a free instance for up to 10 users. So you would not pay anything. However, you can usually practice or use it very efficiently for the day-to-day purposes. So I'll just try to use a sample project or something to just make you understand how this works. So there are some kind of projects options over here where you will be able to create the projects. Filters is something you will be able to run certain kinds of issues here, and dashboards is where you can put all the reporting. Dashboards are very important if you're at a Scrum Master level or a project lead level where you want to manage the work of different of your team. You would be able to put reports over here so that you will be able to manage them much easily. Moving forward, at the project level, you have many options in Jira. Understanding how you can set your roadmap for future, having a backlog option where you can groom your issues and everything, where there you would be able to act as sprints, a reporting, comprehensive reporting section where you'll be able to see different kinds of agile reports, whether there's a burn down chart, burn up chart, sprint report, issue analysis, how your issues are pacing from time to time, and focus management of each person, which means you would be able to understand at a user level or at a version level, you would be able to understand what is the time that is being taken and how much of time will take to complete that particular amount of work and how much amount of work each of the user is having currently. There are other options like issues where you'll be able to see a comprehensive data of what are the issues are there, and you'll be able to even drill down to have a particular view. Like if I'm using current assignee, I would be able to view current assignee options here. There is a components option where you will be able to create components. Components is nothing but the subsections of projects in Jira. These are very much defined and very flexible to use, wherein you have different subsections of your project and you want to manage them much efficiently. I think component is the way you want to go ahead with. One of the best parts of Jira is its integration with other tools, and integration with Confluence is one of the major advantages of Jira. So you would be able to use Jira as integrate Jira with Confluence and use it much more efficiently. This is just a project administration section where you'll be able to add people and do a lot of items over here. But one of the major important thing that you would want to understand is the admin section, which as a Jira admin you will understand. Till now, whatever we have seen is at a project level, and whatever we are going to see now is at the admin section. So admin section, this is one of the most important part, understanding how to create issue types, how to create workflows for projects, how to create screens for projects, how to create fields, custom fields, how to track time, add different kinds of schemes and notification schemes and everything, so that you are configuring everything for your team through Jira. I think this is one of the things as a Jira admin you should be hands-on with, and to become hands-on with it is not that you just go ahead and use the tool. We will help you by providing suitable examples and also assignments so that you will be able to understand how to work on them and get back if you have any questions. Our assignments so comprehensive enough that doing like two to three assignments that we would provide to you from the basic to the complex one, you would be absolutely able to understand how to configure these options for any kind of project that you have in Jira. I will take you through some important aspects of Jira. How to create a project is something that we can look into as a beginning to start off with. As I told, Jira is a project management tool, and you can create different projects in Jira. There can be n number of projects that you can create. So to create a project in Jira, what is the first steps that you will do? You will click on the projects option at the top bar, and you will click on view projects. Once you click on view projects, this is the area you will come into. You would be able to create a project using this right hand side corner button, or under the projects itself there is an option to create a project, right? You can use either of the options and you can create a project. But let us go ahead and quickly create a project in Jira. Creating a project, create project. There are different kinds of project templates you can use based upon the environment you're working in. If you're working on a development environment, there's a Scrum, Kanban, bug tracking environment. If you're working on a finance, there is different kinds of templates. If you're working on a marketing, there's project management, content management, event planning, go-to-market, campaign management kind of templates that you have. If you're in a sales environment, lead tracking, sales pipeline, there is absolutely different kinds of templates that you can use for different kinds of needs or job profiles you're into. As Jira being used primarily as a software development environment as a project management tool, we will look into creating a project management template. We will use Scrum template over here, which is quite relevantly used across the globe. It is used as a project management template from being one of the majorly used agile methodologies around the globe for project management. I think it has strengths and it is much easier to manage your work, more transparency to the customer. And let us go and quickly create a Scrum project and see how it works. So you'll click on that option, you'll get some kind of intros, issue types that are usually available by Jira, the workflow that is usually by default given by Jira whenever you're taking up Scrum. Having said that there are these default issue types in Jira when we are using this template, and having said that there is a workflow that is standard in Jira with to do, in progress, and done, there is the configuration ability of Jira that it makes it more friendly for us to use it. You are absolutely allowed to go ahead and change these options in Jira for your particular project, and that is where Jira has more power to do what it is doing as a project management tool. I'll quickly use the use template option over here. So once you're able to use the template, you will be able to see two options over here. One is the team managed and the company managed. What are these options? The team managed is much a simplified configuration, but the company managed is a much expert configurations. Usually, in my suggestion, I would always use a company one because it has more options like the detailed permissions, more customizable workflows, and easy setup too. I think that is what makes me choose the company managed option. The team is for smaller teams, like a 2-5 person team. Team managed can be used when you don't want much configurations in Jira, but you want to have those diverse configurations in Jira. It is advisable to use the company management one. So I'll click on select company management project. I will give a project name. So while creating a project name, you can absolutely see that whenever I'm using the project name, there is a key created automatically. Remember that this key is very important and it is used at the issue level also. Um, for identifying, it is a unique value for your project, and also you will be able to identify by seeing an issue itself that this issue belongs to a particular project. You will be able to change key also manually if you don't want that key created by default in the system. The key can be should be around 10 characters or less than that. 2 characters is also fine. However, there should be capital letters, no at the rate, or any kind of those kind of signs are not allowed. Just click on it. So once you create, you will be able to see this project option, the complete project you will be able to view. At the left-hand side, you will be able to see some options, so the project name, the roadmap, the backlog, active sprints, reports, issues, components, code, releases, and project pages. But quickly, let us quickly look into creating a issue in Jira and how, in what ways this can be created. There are 3 ways you can create an issue in Jira. The first way to create an issue is using this create button over here. You click on this create button and you say test issue 1. You will give the summary. There is a project, there is an issue type. I'm using it as a task currently. Description, priority. I'll just click on create. Great. So once you create this issue, it usually goes to the backlog. So I'll go to backlog and I'll see there is an issue over here. The second way to create an issue is using under the backlog itself. I'll click on the backlog. Under the backlog itself, there is a create issue option. I'll just click on create and itself. Test issue. If you want to change the issue type, you just click on enter. If you want to change the issue type, you can absolutely change. There is an option drop down to change the issue type, but we would not be able to give much details. So you have to click on the issue created here, open that issue, and then add more details to the particular issue. Okay. And the third way to create an issue is click on C on your keyboard. So you click on C on your keyboard. So once you click on C on your keypad, you would be able to create an issue easily. The pop-up will appear. You can create an issue. As said, once you create an issue, the issues go to the backgrounds. Yeah. Now, as we created three issues, let us check the anatomy of this simple issue. So one of the major aspect that I was talking about is the key of the issue. So as you are able to see clearly the hierarchy of an issue, the project, the demo project, and the DH1, you're clearly able to see that. So DH is nothing but the project key. The project key appears over here, and this is the first issue that is created in this project. If I go back to backlog, test issue 2 clearly is from the project DH, and it is the first issue that is created. This issue is clearly from the DH project. It is a second issue that is created. DH project, third issue that is created. So DH is nothing but the key of the project and plays a very important role in identifying from where the issue is coming. Going to the quick anatomy of the issue, you can usually customize the issue view as per the need and requirements of the team, but they are quite standard options in Jira. Like you will be able to attach a document or any kind of presentation or any kind of images to Jira. At the same time, you will be able to create subtasks. Let us look into creating a subtask. Subtask is nothing but a child issue. Okay, and you'll be able to link two issues. So I can link this issue with another issue. Okay, so you'll be able to create those subtasks and link the issues at the same time. You have comments option, history option, work log. You'll be able to write comments over here. You will be able to see the history of this issue, what all updates have been made, and you'll be able to see if there is any work logged on this issue. At the same time, on the right hand side, you're able to see the status change. If you want to change the status of the issue from one status to another status, you're able to see to whom the issue can be assigned. I'm assigning to myself. Who reported the issue, the priority of the issue, the estimation, like how much time this issue is going to take to be resolved, and what is, if you're entering some workload, you'll be able to see what is the time left and what is the time that you have filled in. At the same time, you have a labels option. You'll be able to give a particular tag to the issue, saying that this belongs to a particular, giving that identification of labeling that issue, particular issue. You'll be able to have an epic link here. Components sprint, to which sprint the issue belongs to, and a fixed version also at the issue level. So this is a basic anatomy of the issue, a very, very quick anatomy. It is, but when we are discussing in the class, it will be much detailed because this is just a view of how it looks. However, as we configure Jira as per the needs and requirements, there may be different screens that you want to look issues at. The way you look at issues is totally different at that point in time on how to create, how to view, and how to edit an issue. At the same time, you have different options of components or project pages that you would be able to link the Jira to Conference, as I was speaking about. And under the project settings option, you would be able to uh, have, set all the skeleton for the issue. Yeah. This is all about the beginning. I would say this is just a start, but if you're taking the session, we would absolutely deep dive, drill down into the nitty-gritty details of Jira, and also make sure that we understand Jira at a very high level, and as per your requirement, I would say at the same time, because most of the students come for Scrum Master training and they don't want the admin training. Some come for admin training, so they need to be taught from the scratch if they don't have experience in Jira. Like they need to go through the steps of using it as a user, a Scrum Master, or as a Jira admin. I think all should be covered at that point in time. Yeah, based upon the requirement, we can absolutely configure the complete course structure for you and make sure that we deliver it on time, effectively, so that you are able to understand and pace with the speed that we go through. And yeah, any questions, you can always get back to us. And this is a demo on Jira, and this is about, we've discussed about projects and issue anatomy. Course resources that we usually provide in the class is the Jira support articles and any kind of textbooks that are available, PDFs that are available online, and any kind of third-party notes. The third-party companies do write many blogs that are much more comprehensive, much more easy, I would say, to understand, and much more drilled down on topic to topic wise. I think those are some things that we will surely help you out with figuring out which ones is better for you to understand it in a much easier way. Projects, as I said, we would give you assignments upon how to understand. There are two assignments that we usually give, sometimes three too, but it is usually based upon the complexity. You have a simple one, you have the basic one, and then you have the complex one. These three might be related to one another, or these three might be independent of each other. That is what we will try to get on with. I think these projects will surely help you understand how to use Jira, how to configure at a very comprehensive level, and also understand the workflows of the business processes of how a Jira admin works, what kind of day-to-day work he usually has, and how he can manage his work processes. Lab setup, it is quite simple and easy. We usually use the Jira Cloud account that I will help you set up completely from the scratch. I think it is quite free and easy to use. If you are looking for a server, we can absolutely do a server instance also. It is as easy as that. However, Jira server has been currently being removed, or I can say it has been sunset by Atlassian. There is no more new versions coming up. However, the current versions companies are using, and they can use, but they will not get any new updates to their instances. If they want to be updated or on par with what Atlassian is giving, they have to move on to enterprise load balancer systems, or they have to go back to the cloud, which is what Atlassian is looking to expand into. Most of the cloud instances, I think we can use both of them to set up. Jira Cloud is much easier. Jira Server is also fine. I can help you out setting up both, and the instances will be with you so that you will be able to practice on a day-to-day basis. For mock interviews, we do have kind of on a day-to-day basis. Whenever we are trying to use Jira, we would absolutely understand what kind of interview questions you might be asked. If you are a kind of beginner and you're looking for a work as a Jira admin or a job as a Jira admin, I think we can absolutely help you with some mock interviews, questions, and how we can improve your ability to answer more easily job interview environment. Certifications, different certifications are available by Atlassian. If you go through the internet, you will be able to find. However, we do provide certifications from MindMajix. It is a certification that helps you to showcase that you have completed a kind of Jira course with us with MindMajix, and it can be helpful for you. However, there are different certifications available. If you are taking the course, you would be able to gauge your knowledge against the certifications, and it will become a base for you to understand how the certificate, for you to write the certifications to provided by class. This is just a course completion certificate that you will usually have once you created the program with us. And yeah, this is all about Jira demo session, what kind of information you would usually have as a Jira admin user or Scrum Master admin level. Thank you so much for attending this demo. But however, if you have any questions, any queries, anything that you would want to contact us into, you can absolutely email at info@mindmajix.com, or you can call upon on the India or the USA number for further information with the MindMajix team. I really thank you.